Hello everyone, this is Enzo Eigen of the Alliance for Loki, and this is the first war of season 51. Wow, so many seasons. And so we're going against Nefty, who I love having the little moniker cat lingerie. It's very cool. So anyway, I'm going in with the most awesome team ever. I got my new rank 3 Deathless King Groot, Oakling, and of course Angela. So I got triple cosmic attackers. I'm using my 6-star Angela because she is SIG 200, so it should give me good nullify and protection, and also 100% against auto block. Okay, so this first fight, we'll skip over to it, is against a Mega Sentinel. And so Mega Sentinel should be fairly straightforward. If I can get my clarity, then I don't have to worry about her auto block anymore. And of course, I don't have to worry about the power drain from the node because DKG doesn't get power drain. So you can see I get auto block pretty quick. That's fine because I shrug off the stun with my with my Furies. And so Deathless King Groot is so good. Here, do it again, and now she's evading, which is really annoying. And then I get hit, so I lose all my combos, which is the most annoying thing ever. And so that's 7 charges though. Trying to just hit her once while she's stunned now. Maybe I should have heavied. And then I get hit again, lose all my charges, and get incinerated. So this fight could not be any worse. And now I'm in the corner in huge trouble. And so I hit her a bunch of times. Luckily, I got all my parries. The nice thing about DKG is that when you get those 8 Furies, they all go to your parity counter and activate it. So in the end, I managed to get it. I'm not on fire anymore. And so this has a special lock with this node. I sort of forgot how the special lock activates. I should have, maybe if I use the same combo twice, I need to know because I kept on getting special locked. To be honest, I wasn't too worried about it at this point. The fight felt under control finally after such a shaky start. And now I'm just figuring I will hit her until I die. And there she is. She goes away. Okay, and so that was the first fight. Very, what would I say, nerve-wracking indeed for the first fight of the season. Now on to the next fight, which is Future Ant-Man. And I'm going to skip forward a little bit, and I'm going with Hulkling. And yeah, this fight I've done on various other nodes, and so it's sort of always the same. I want to let his armor fall off first, get my pierces up. That prevents him from getting any more armors. Done. Okay, and now I want to just get to my SB2. Actually, I forgot to put on the Power Start 1 here, so another mistake, because obviously then I'd be able to throw my SB2 here now. Not super worried, just don't want to get hit by specials. And so getting pretty close to my SB2, want to make sure I have some more pierces. I saw they're getting close to falling off. And so I put another one on, and now I'm unblockable and get to my SB2, and boom, does big damage, and the power back almost gives me another one. But again, just trying to play it a little more conservative so I don't go in right away. Just too worried about getting countered SP1 by him, so there's no need to rush. And so just like now bouncing back and forth with him, just trying to get everything set up. You know, I'm worried about my Pierce, always worried about the Pierce falling off. That happened to me once, and now is the end. Now I'm all set for another one. Here it comes, boom, 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 and do not kill him. So then this time I actually go in. I feel like it's always a little risky countering attack when you have that unblockable, just because you sometimes get intercepted or parried or specialed. And so yeah, most often I'll play more conservative. Okay, off we go to the next path, another Deathless King Groot fight, and this is, what are we on, path 1, and this is against Kilmonger, and so this is one with regeneration on it. So I'm going SP1 until I get up 7 armor breaks. That should give me enough to spare. 15% times 7 is 105, and so that should be enough to more or less stop his healing, because he does get healing on this node. I think every time I take a step back, he heals. I think so. Anyway. I'm just trying to get spam SP1s. And you can see I didn't go back there because I'm trying to avoid getting those regens. So I just sort of blocked it. It's okay, except I forgot he had one more hit in his special. But DKG is so tanky, he doesn't really care. Okay, now I'm up to the 9. Okay, so you see his healing is almost nothing. Plus 47 now, just a small amount. I mean, it really should be 0. I'm sure there's something in the game code that doesn't quite make it 0, but fair enough. Okay, this time, do I remember the last hit? I do. Success. I don't know why I didn't counterattack. Oh, maybe because I didn't want to go back. I never know what I'm doing sometimes. But anyway, I have 5 Furies up, big SP2, and that's it. DKG, so good. So good. Okay, here comes the last fight. And this fight is against Shuri. And so Angela seems perfect because this is a one of these buffet nodes. So every time I get a buff, she nullifies it for regen. But I should be nullified immune because I'm Angela. And also the arc overload means she'll get this armor up and regen. And so yeah, a little bit worried about this fight. But I figured, okay, it's going to be okay. And so I noticed she has 2 regens. So she regen, I think she did a buffet. I was like, okay, it's fine. I didn't have that many buffs up. So I'm just heavying her till I get to clarity. Now I'm at clarity. Okay, let's go. And so throw a big SP2. Or actually, wait for her to throw her SP1. It's the only thing annoying this fight is having to wait a lot for her SP1. But okay, here comes a big SP2. So things seem going well. Good crits, good damage. She throws it. But I noticed, wow, she's getting a lot of healing, plus 4,000. I'm like, what's going on? And I'm just doing the fight, and I thought maybe something, yeah, I couldn't figure out what was happening, so it's fine. I'm just sort of waiting out this and her special. She gets the 15-second one, regen, that's fine. But then I noticed, wow, she's getting so much regen. What's going on? And yeah, I started to get worried. I mean, it's only 4 minutes into the fight, but it seems like her something about her kit is nullifying my nullify, so I can't. My buffs are being nullified even though they shouldn't. I can try and remember. At Sig 200, she has 50%, or no, 25% ability nullify protection per buff. And yeah, so I should be nullifying most of these, but I'm not. And she's getting so much regen, I can't do any damage. And so, yeah, I don't know what to do, to be honest. I figure I'll keep on fighting this fight. I probably should change my tactics, maybe go to spam SP2. In the end, I don't know if there's anything I could have done. And this is sort of a common theme of our war. We had several fights where we were using Angela and it didn't work. And so, you know, last season was coming off an off season where we didn't participate in war. So our war ranking was low. And so we weren't really fighting any of the top alliances. Of course, right at the end of the season, we made it into Masters. And so now our war rating's high enough where, yeah, we are going to be facing a lot of the higher ranked ones. And here she comes again, this time with SP2. I was just trying to push it, but I mean, I just can't get any damage. But because of that, I mean, they've had a whole season to sort of refine their defense. And we're sort of the opposite, where we've not faced a lot of the top defenses in the game. And so, yeah, so we're, I think, going to have some surprises. And this was one, I think someone else had one. Here I get hit. I mean, here I guess I've sort of resigned myself to unfortunately not either timing out or losing it. I start playing more aggressively. Just, I don't know why. Out of desperation, out of low health. And so there you go for the intercept. Again, I'm doing reasonable damage, but her regen is just crazy. It's crazy, and I can't stop it. I just can't stop it. I mean, I was thinking maybe I'd spam my SP1s, but I can't put up enough armor break debuffs on to get her to have Despair help me. And so, yeah, in the end, yeah, I just can't do this fight. And so, lesson learned. So this brings us to an interesting situation where this fight didn't work. We had to put the whole battle group on hold because we weren't sure if I could complete this fight. And so the officers talked it over. They came up with a plan, and they decided, well, let's go ahead and try Deathless King Groot against her. And so yeah, after I die here, that's going to be my next fight, is try to see if I can't clean it up with him. And so I thought about him a lot, and I was like, okay, don't want her to like nullify all my fury buffs. So as much as possible, I'm going to try to trigger Dex with buffet. It's a little hard just because you know, there's sort of a timer coming on, and it's hard to keep track of the timer and all these other things. But anyways, I was told give it a try, and so I'm going to give it a try. Put all my boosts on. There they are. There comes Mr. DKG. It's going to be a lot of SP1. Same idea. I can get my despairs up, and then throw a big SP2 once I have enough despairs, enough armor breaks on him. So start off with a power start 1. I want to get the armor break as soon as possible, and you know, I decide to try to intercept it, and hopefully, oh no, I don't try to intercept it. I get nullified. My regen got nullified, and so there's her big what do you call it? But I do have my furies up, so I get permanent armor breaks, so that worked well. And then of course she's getting tons of regen, but I'm just trying to slow play this fight. I have my purity up, managed to get the intercept, Okay, so now I just sort of have to keep the purity up, and I want to try to dex as much as possible to activate the buffet. So I throw this just to get more. It was a bad one to throw just because, of course, she got, what do you call it, on, she doesn't get the permanent armor breaks since I wasn't in malice mode. But anyway, here it comes, going and doing this. Now, see if I can't activate the buffet. I don't do it here because she's untouchable. Okay, there, I activate the buffet. We're fine. The 3 armor breaks, they're not really doing too much. Well, they've taken down from 4,000 to 2,000, so they're helping some. Okay, have malice on. Boom, there it is. She's unblockable. I'm trying to just stay away from her so she won't throw her special, hold block, trying to outlast the unblockable. I mean, to be honest, really, it doesn't do that much damage, her SP1 against me, so it's fine. And here we go in, activate the untouchable. I'm going to try to, actually, I can't. Oh, I have a precision up, but I do end up with my malice mode, and so hopefully she throws the SP2. Now look at her health, 402, much more reasonable because I have 6, basically plus 90% on despair. So in pretty good shape at this point. And go and attack. Now my goal is to get up to an SP2 and see if that can kill her. So again, just trying to bait out the special 1, get all set with that. And hopefully I get my malices, which I don't because of buffet, and so there I didn't plan too well. Almost hit it. I did hit into her untouchable, but luckily she ignored me. Okay, and then trying to wait and see if I can get to malice mode again, and same problem, get nullified. It's hard judging when to put the dexes in. I mean, if I could have looked more carefully, I would put the dexes in right before I went to malice mode. Throw an SP2, crazy, does big damage. Big incinerate, look at those, taking at 2,000 each. She's unblockable, dancing around, trying to just waste time, let the incinerate do its work. I get hit because she's unblockable. And yeah, at this point I'm like, okay, I actually got my malice. Let's throw an SP1, seemed to do all right. And now I can go in and counterattack again, and he does it. And so DKG for the win. Boy, he's an amazing attacker. I took him to rank 3 in the off season, and knowing I was going to use him a lot in war, and what can I say, he has been a superstar. I hope I get to use him all the time in war. He's just so tanky, so good, and yeah, and as an attacker, so really, really good for war. So unfortunately, we got crushed this war. Nefty, I think, demolished us like 15-3 or something outrageous. Definitely was not a great war for Loki. We need to get ourselves back in place for Masters season. And so, yeah, it's going to be a good season for us as we sort of have to like really play well, learn all the intricacies of this tactic, and yeah, just do our best each time. So I'll be back with War 2 very soon. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.